Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. Real Madrid have put up a 5-star performance on the return to the Bernabeu. The occasion was set, the crowd was ready, the players were motivated to shine in the grandest stage in the world, and what a performance that was. In the second half, Madrid absolutely blew away Celta. They shred the opposition to pieces. The finishing was of the highest order. The attacking play was a joy to watch, and yet again it was another entertaining game. And yes, I agree there are still defensive issues to sort out, but tell you what, the attacking game that Ancelotti is showing is really satisfying at the moment. In a way, you can see we play end-to-end football at times, but as of now, Real Madrid are scoring at an unprecedented rate. You can see that our attackers are much more clinical in front of goal, and once the likes of Alaba and Cruz return, possibly we will see Madrid having more control and domination with possession as well. So in this video, we'll do the post-match analysis of Real Madrid versus Celta Vigo. We'll talk about the performance of the players, and without further ado, let's get started. Starting by having a look at the lineup, there was Courtois in goal, there was the back four of Miguel, Militao, Nacho and Carvajal. We fielded a strong midfield in Valverde, Casemiro and Modric, and in attack it was a trio of Hazard, Vinicius and Benzema which led the charge for Madrid. And talking about the lineup, when it came out, we were wondering how Ancelotti was going to use both Vinicius and Eden Hazard. Both usually occupied the left wing, and we were wondering if Hazard was going to play on the right, but that did not happen. This, as you see, was what the real formation looked like. It was Hazard playing behind Benzema and Vinicius. He was playing the role of a number 10, he was linking the midfield and attack, and it was interesting to see that sometimes he was playing off Benzema, sometimes he was playing off Vinicius. In the first half an hour, he was looking good in that role, he was looking very keen to go on those dribbles, taking on the defense of Celta all by himself, but past the halfway mark, he faded away a bit. However, I do think that Ancelotti will try this in a few more games. He would like to see how Hazard would continue to grow in the number 10 role. He's not someone with explosive pace who would run past any defender in the world. He's someone who likes linking up with his teammates, makes those short passes, makes those flicks, charges at the defense through the center of the pitch. So possibly he may be more suited for the number 10 role. We have spoken here on the channel that Ancelotti should try Hazard as a number 10. He tried that in the first game at the Bernabeu, but again, we need to see more of Hazard in that role in order to determine if he can play the role frequently and effectively. But coming to the tactical aspect of the first half, with the attack setting up in a narrow way, what Ancelotti tried was that he used the fullbacks of Real Madrid to provide width to the side. You could see Carvajal and Miguel were having a more attacking approach. They were going up and down the flanks, but this is also where Celta used to find opportunities to attack the defense of Madrid. Many times we saw that they used to exploit the spaces which was left vacant, especially by Miguel. They were putting the balls in behind, they used crosses, through balls, and this is exactly how Celta got the second goal. Miguel was high up the pitch. Nacho's tackle in the center caught Iago Aspas, but Aspas releases the ball for Malo. Malo keeps charging. He has acres of space ahead of him. The defenders of Real Madrid were stranded. You could see Miguel was chasing, Nacho was chasing, Modric was chasing, but the Madrid defense had given far too much space to the attackers, and they deserved to get punished there. Servi applied the finishing touch, and Celta, for the second time on the night, had taken the advantage. And if we talk about the first half, Real Madrid were dominating in phases, but there were again so many moments where Celta could have really punished us. In fact, the crowd was whistling when the referee blew the halftime whistle. Celta very easily could have scored 3 in the first half. Defensively, Madrid were vulnerable far too often. There was lack of cohesiveness, lack of solidity. The first goal that we conceded, it was a comedy of errors that led to the goal. Miguel, Casemiro and Nacho all made a meal of the situation there, but Ancelotti, in spite of the attacking, entertaining football he's giving us, he has to take care of the defensive structure. We are getting exposed far too often, and against teams with quality attackers, if we continue to have such lack of structure, Madrid will get punished for such reckless play. But coming to the second half, right from the get-go, it was all about Madrid. They're completely unstoppable. The early goal through Benzema, Miguel putting in a delightful cross there. It was a brilliant header with Benzema. You know he will knock those home every single day of the week. The ball movement was fluid. The midfielders as well had upped the game. Maybe they were looking a bit off the pace in the first half. We had discussed how the South Americans were not completely ready for the the game. I especially remember that one instance where Casemiro was beaten for pace by Iago Aspas. Modric as well was not looking 100%, but in the second half, everything changed. They were not going to mark the return to the Bernabeu with a disappointing result. The midfield started playing much better. As the minutes passed by, Modric got into his stride. He was once again pulling the strings in the middle, and when he's at it, Luka Modric, there aren't many ways of stopping the maestro. And what we also noticed was defensively, Madrid showed a lot of improvement. You could see Miguel was holding himself from going forward, and that, I think, worked very well for Madrid. But coming to one of the main difference makers, Vinicius Jr, it's amazing. It's truly amazing to see the confidence with which this youngster is playing. He's just going from strength to strength. With each passing game, with each passing day, he looks better and better. Have a look at this goal here. Again, we have to give huge credit to Benzema here. He sends Vinicius through on goal, and when you see Vinicius like that, with no one to beat, there was no chance the defenders were catching him with the pace that he has. And coming to the finish, how often have we seen in the past season Vinicius would totally waste chances like these, but this season, he's playing like a completely different player. His decision making has drastically improved. He pulled off a quality finish there, delicately puts it past the keeper, and then he runs towards the crowd, embraces all the Madridistas in the stands. The emotions were flowing, the fans were jubilant to celebrate with Vinicius. It was a moment to remember, and certainly the Superman memes are going to rock the internet for quite some time. It is also interesting to note the multi-dimensional role in which Vinicius was used. Obviously, when the game is end-to-end, Vinicius Jr usually thrives under such circumstances, but what we also saw was that Courtois was attempting to find Vinicius running in behind. He used the strategy of hitting the ball over long distances. In the process, he would completely take out the attack and the midfield of Celta, and there we had Vinicius hustling with the defenders. In the 66th minute, this tactic almost resulted in a goal, but the keeper would come up with a crucial save there. So no doubt Ancelotti looks to have placed a lot of faith in Vinicius, and you could see that Ancelotti is trying different things with the Brazilian. He's giving him tactical instructions midway during the course of the match, and up till now this season, Vinicius Jr looks to be blooming under the guidance of the Italian. And last but not the least, how can we not talk about King Karim? The Frenchman just has the knack of scoring big goals in big moments. The movement, the positioning, he does everything with sheer class. He knows when to drop deep, he knows when to act like a poacher inside the box. He's scoring goals, he's providing assists, and the rate at which he's scoring is truly looks like he's aging like fine wine. We are seeing Benzema in his prime, even at the age of 33. This, I think, is the best version of Benzema. In the 2021 calendar year, he has been nothing short of marvelous whenever Madrid need him. He knows he's a difference maker for his side. He knows all Madridistas look up to him to get the goals, and with so much ease and with so much comfort, he keeps racking up the goals, he keeps putting up the numbers. He's just a spectacular player, Karim Benzema. He's a rare breed. Through the thick and thin, it's been Benzema who has led the part for Madrid, and we can show nothing but appreciation for the Frenchman. And moving from one Frenchman to another, Eduardo Camavinga, we were hoping this youngster would get some minutes against Celta Vigo, but who would have predicted that he would get a dream start to get things rolling at the Bernabeu. You could see the crowd gave him an ovation as he came on. He had 25 minutes to show his talent. We could see he was playing more centrally with Casemiro alongside him. He had some good moments, and yes, there were some wayward passes as well, but he got the goal on debut. It was all about positioning himself in the right place at the right time. Of course, it was Modric who was driving at the Celta defense. He had a crack at goal with the outside of his foot, but the keeper manages to block that. The ball goes up in the air, and guess who was there? Eduardo Camavinga, the 18-year-old. He knocks it home. A player always has the deep desire to score on his debut. A player wants to show what he's capable of, and in the first match at the Bernabeu, with the crowd cheering his name, it truly was a special moment for the youngster, and that will surely give him a lot of confidence going forward. So overall, we can say it was another goal fiesta that we witnessed yesterday. 7 goals in the game. Madrid are scoring at a very good rate this season, and that's definitely very good to see considering how the goals had dried up in the past few seasons. But again, the defense, that continues to be a headache for Ancelotti. He has to fix it very soon, and not just Ancelotti, the defenders as well need to be more focused. We are seeing individual errors are costing us dearly, so both the manager and the players must come together to come up with a formula to prevent conceding goals. Maybe somewhere down the line, we may see Ancelotti use the 4-4-2 with an attempt to bring defensive solidity. We'll also have to see how the dynamic changes with Toni Kroos returning to the starting 11. So let's see what Ancelotti has in store. At the moment, we can only hope that Ancelotti will find a solution soon enough. And that is all I have here. Do let me know your thoughts on the game. Which player impressed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, then, take care, glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.